So I was just at Jollibee in the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey, right? And I'm on my way out, and I see this store that's called like Sugar. It's called It's Sugar, right? And there's this sign, and it says Oreo Cafe upstairs. So I went to the Oreo Cafe upstairs. I don't know what's going on, but we leaving here with something. I'm a person who has had, I can't tell you how many Oreos that I've tried over the last 10 years. For people who don't know this, I started doing food reviews as snack reviews on Instagram when I first started. And most of my reviews were Oreos. When I first started getting any traction, I had a whole hashtag called King Schratz Oreos. So I've tried pretty much every flavor that's exclusive that's come out over the last decade. All of these flavors I've tried before, but look how many Oreos they do have here. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of different flavors of Oreos, but they also have this cafe. So I was just looking this up. Apparently this It's Sugar store is like, it's 3 floors here, and it's literally just candy. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's sugar. So I'm looking at this cafe. I'm gonna check the menu. I'm gonna get something, and we're gonna try it out. But all of these Oreos I've had before. They also have other stuff here like Funko Pops and stuff like that. Then they have a big section of like Oreo blankets and pillows and like hoodies and stuff like that. So they got ice cream, make your own ice cream sandwiches and cups, desserts, and then shakes. I'm gonna try a shake, and I think I'm gonna do one thing from over here. So I'm ordering my food. By the way, I got a waffle sundae. No, they ran out of waffle sundae. They had a sign. I was about to get a waffle sundae. I got a brownie sundae, and I got an Oreo mint shake. I just like the way this shot looks. I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not, but it's gonna be somewhere in this video. All right, so we got the mint shake right here. Also, I apologize. I got my name on it. I apologize if the music, sometimes the music's really loud and I have nowhere to go, but I'm just gonna do it right here, right? I've heard so much about this store. Oh, that's good. You know, normally I'd be like, oh, this is like, you know, just all, they put so many damn Oreos in this, and it's like mint Oreos. It's not overpoweringly mint though. This is like drinking Oreos. When you get Oreo milkshakes, it's usually like a hint of it. You can see it's like completely flooded with Oreos. They definitely don't cheap out. This is surprisingly really good. My Oreo sundae is ready, so I'll be right back. But this actually gets a 9. This is like one of the better Oreo milkshakes I've ever had. I'm not joking with you. And it's simply because they put so much in here. Absolute heat. This is so sad I didn't even take my backpack off. I'm just sitting at the table. But this is the Oreo brownie sundae. So it's topped with a giant Oreo. There's a brownie all the way underneath there. You get a choice of chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry ice cream. I got strawberry because I like strawberry ice cream, and most places don't even offer it. So I said, you know what, screw it. But let's see what we got. The one thing that I'll say, and you'd expect that from an Oreo themed store. So I know there's gonna be people going like, what did you think? You never know with these type of places, but they do load you. There's a ton of Oreos in here, like an absolute ton. Wow, that's a good brownie too. This place is actually good. I thought this was gonna be a complete gimmick, but the brownie's really fudgy, and I love that kind of stuff. Ton of Oreos, ton of chocolate syrup, ton of ice cream. Big ass Oreo cookie on the top. Wow. And the strawberry ice cream is fire. This was such a random, like, I'm just gonna do this on a whim. I expected this to just be like kind of stunty. You know, like they were just gonna like make money off the Oreo name. It's expensive though. The milkshake was $10, which honestly, I'm not that mad at. And this was, I'm looking at the menu, $13. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. This is like, it costs like $10 for a dessert at like Chili's. And this craps on anything I've gotten from any chain restaurant. And what really is getting me, the ice cream is good, man. This is really good. I'm in shock. I would 100% get this again if I came to this mall. 100%. I'm about to check downstairs and see what else is here. But, yeah. I'm also giving this a 9. I got no problem with either. That's really good. I'm legit shocked about how that tasted, but This place is 3 floors. I have never been here, so I'm going all the way to the bottom, and we're gonna see what's going on. Sour Patch Kids section. I love me some sour candy. Some nerd section. Y'all want to see? My bad. Sour Patch Kids. $5 for a bag of Sour Patch Kids in today's economy. Got Swedish Fish, Nerds, Starburst. Got Reese's. You know, I love me my Reese's. These bars are so underrated, by the way. Nobody ever talks about these bars right here. But they're really good. You know, the funny thing is, a lot of people think that I love sweets. Like, I like sweets, but I would rather have a cheeseburger than anything sweet any day of the week. But I've grown to appreciate it a little more. They got a nice little, like a foreign goods type of vibe going on over here. I've had all these Kit Kats. That's like the matcha joints. I've had those. I actually had these too in a video. Steak Doritos? Doesn't really, hold on. Garlic beef. So they have this section here, which is pretty cool. You buy some of these like containers and stuff, and then they have a whole section where you can fill it up with different like gummy worms and M&Ms and whatever. So yeah, it's for people who really like, I'm not like I couldn't eat a big bag of candy like that. Even growing up, a lot of my friends, we go to the store, they would just get like mad candy. And I would be the person that might get like 1 or 2 things and call it a day. That's why you don't see me eating like large quantities of candy. If you watch the reviews, I might take a couple bites, but after that, I'm done. So this isn't my type of store, but I still think it's really cool. I'm gonna show y'all my jam. It's like they got the trail mix section, but specifically this like Cajun hot, that's the stuff that I would get if I'm getting candy, is I'll get like trail mix, which again, growing up, I had absolutely no idea that trail mix was so calorically dense. And I kept wondering, oh, I eat so healthy. And then I was, getting chunkier. That's why. If you're ever wondering, trail mix is, if you want to gain weight, eat trail mix. They actually used to give us trail mix as athletes in the off season to gain weight. So don't eat trail mix if you're trying. Just when you think you've seen everything, bro, I want you to just come with me real quick. The package, the container is a urinal. Yes, I grabbed a jar of piss from a urinal. I hope I don't get demonetized. This is not actually urine, YouTube. Sour candy. I have to admit though, from a marketing standpoint, it's absolutely brilliant, because who the hell wouldn't stop and look at that? This is actually really cool. Look at this. Somebody sculpted Transformer. Like, head to toe. This is dope. I rarely, if ever, go around the American Dream Mall like that. And I have to be honest. This mall, the location sucks. They make you charge for parking, which a lot of people is going to rub the wrong way. I completely get. Like, that's wild. But they got a lot of pretty cool stuff in here. There's also this food court right here. I think I'm going to do a whole video there one day, because there's too much stuff. And I did Jollibee already, and I don't have the stomach capacity. I don't got the facilities for that, big man. What's going on here? These are the type of stores that I randomly walk past and end up buying half the store. It's like a store with canvas prints. And anybody who's looked at any of my like stream room and stuff like that, I have a ton of stuff like this. So don't be surprised if I buy something. I don't know what yet. I had Pablo Escobar holding up some Nikes. Look at this. 2 have caught my eye so far. First, we have this one right here. With all of the main. If they had the lep on this, I would 100% buy it. You can take Ghostface off for me. And we have this one, which is like a House Rules, but you can see it's Mike. Why do they keep putting Ghostface on all this stuff, though? And then there's one down here that I really like, too, which is this Freddy one. If y'all don't know, Freddy's my favorite horror movie villain, if you didn't watch anything like that. And funny enough, this is actually on the wall at my studio. This exact picture. I love this picture. I have seen so many setup videos on YouTube with people with this exact stuff, with these, like the McLaren and the different cars and stuff. So for once, I'm actually going to walk out of there with nothing. But I do like getting canvas prints, and a lot of times when I go to the mall, I end up picking them up. So when you see the stuff behind me, a lot of times it's just me walking in one of those places and walking out with 2 of them, 3 of them, whatever. Yeah, it looks like I found the culprit. So there's a store here. It's called Califano. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. The coolest thing, they have sculptures made out of like a bunch of stuff. So right here is the xenomorph, like the alien xenomorph, and they made a giant one out of like scrap metal. A giant predator in the back, like a Yautja, like super dope. Look at this shit. Honestly, they got some really dope stuff. That's the Iron Throne. It's $600. A bunch of like Yautja predators. Johnny 5, which you gotta be old enough to know what that is, but the movie Short Circuit. And then they got a bunch of other stuff. But you can see this predator right here, $600. Like, I'm not joking with you. If that was like $60, I would buy it. But I understand, because the intricacies that it takes to make some of these is actually nuts. Some of the prices, bro, some of the prices on these are insane. So like the Predator over here, like this one, is $31,000. Like, you got to be filthy rich to buy some of this stuff. I'm not joking with you. Like, that Iron Throne, if it was like $100, $200, I'd probably buy it. 600 is too much for me. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be real. Like, I ain't rich like that. But it's really dope. I'm not going to lie. That is something that I would love to have an Iron Throne. Not for $600. So I have a cripplingly bad habit now of, for whatever reason, when I'm about to leave somewhere, I take my microphone off and then realize I didn't really record an outro to my video. So this was basically the Oreo Cafe, but on my way back, I took a few pit stops. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I'm going to come back to this mall and do a vlog. I like walking around this mall and seeing the different things, and I want to check out more stores, but I actually have to go because I got some obligations I got to take care of. So that will conclude our little vlog today of the Oreo store and a little bit of other stuff. Let me know if y'all want to see like a little bit of a mall thing. Again, I'm not about to go like grocery shopping and stuff, but just checking out the different like stores and attractions and, you know, maybe the Apple store, stuff like that. Let me know.